it's Trisec back again with a brand new tutorial. This is going to be a money tutorial, I promise you. Pretty much we're going to be going over how to make bass plucks in Serum. There's not too many tutorials online on YouTube about how to make bass plucks in general. This one is the one you want to watch. I'm telling you, I'm selling this right now. I'm making a claim. The claim is this is the best bass pluck Serum tutorial you'll ever see because I figured some sick shit out. I have not seen anywhere else on YouTube anybody showing this capability, this parameter in Serum that you can mess with and create super heavy bass pluck. And what defines a super heavy bass pluck? A super sharp transient and just a heavy body with a lot of low end in it, but not so much low end that it overpowers it, and not too little low end where it's just kind of like a weak little pluck, right? Which honestly, most plucks and most Serum preset banks are like that. They're not very heavy. They're kind of just plucks, and then you have to add a bunch of post-processing after it. I'm going to show you in this tutorial how to get a massive sounding pluck bass coming straight out of Serum, like main bass, ready to go, massive pluck bass. Okay, let's get into it. All right, so we've got an initialized preset in Serum. We've got a little loop going. I'm in D sharp for this, just to show you there is no post-processing going on. It's pretty much nothing. First thing we're going to do is start making a bass pluck. To do that, I recommend using LFOs over envelopes. I just personally like it better. A lot of people talk about doing an envelope like this, routing it to the cutoff, and then that's how you get your pluck sound. I'm going to recommend not doing that, and I usually just use an LFO. So you grab an LFO like this, and you bring it over here to the left. You're going to turn it on envelope mode, and then keep it on 1/4. I think 1/4 is fine. Okay, you're going to turn on your filter here. We're just going to keep it on MG Low 12. You could do MG Low 24, 18, 6. Pretty much the higher the number, the more filtering it's going to be doing. So now you got this going. You're going to route LFO 1 to the cutoff knob of your filter, like that. So now we got this going. And you can see here, this middle dot in the LFO is what's changing the length of your pluck bass. So if you want to make this really easily accessible and really easily adjustable, right click, hit modulate curve, hit LFO bus 1 or whatever LFO you're using, and then go down to macro 1, okay? So now this is routed to macro 1, and then you can just do this. You can title this length, like that. And you can just hit a texture that you like, and you can save a preset like this into your personal presets, and you can have a default pluck bass like this ready to go, and then you can just open this up and start making a pluck bass, so you don't have to do this filtering stuff every time. That's kind of what I do. All right, so now you got this pluck bass going, very basic, and we're gonna drop the wavetable down about an octave. So now we kind of got this bass pluck going. Then we're gonna go over here, just add some distortion, because why not? Okay, and then here's a big tip with big pluck basses like this. Grab an EQ and do this guy right here. Yup. Already, so you're pretty much slamming the gain of the EQ on the high and lows. And then you can add some compression. I usually do multiband, turn up the gain a little bit, and then you can mess with these guys until, and then turn the threshold down until you're getting a super loud sound. You don't want to see red though. Okay. And you can lower the master so it's not clipping, but I don't really care. Then if you can hear that there's some artifacts coming up from the compression. That's where you can clean it up a little bit more with another filter if you wanted to, but we're not going to do that because we're cool. So now I wanted to show you the main secret to a huge pluck bass. Never seen this anywhere else on YouTube. This is going to be money. Okay, you're going to go to Matrix. Then you're going to go to LFO 2. Do the same thing to the left on envelope mode. Keep it at 1/4. Lower this guy a little bit. Now you're going to go to Matrix, click the source, go to LFO 2. Okay, cool. Click here, go to global master tune. Okay, now we're on master tune. Now listen. So we're messing with the tune to get a really fast frequency, what is it called? A frequency sweep. So once you do that, LFO 2, master tune, click it once so it's just an arrow to the right. Once you do that, So now you can see what I'm talking about. This is how you get that sharp transient. So you mess right here with this LFO to get a really short frequency sweep. And then you can double click here and click and type in 24 ST, enter. And Serum will automatically set the pitch bend or the pitch sweep to start 24 semitones above the key that it's playing currently. And then if you want to confirm that, go to global. And if you double click on a parameter and nothing's happening, you don't see any ability to do that, go to global and then make sure double click for typable values on controls is checked on so you can do that. So now we know that our master tune is set to frequency sweep 2 octaves above the note that's playing. So now you get this. So we went from this to this. And you can mess with how much you want here, but something I want to emphasize here is you kind of have to be careful with your key, because if the frequency sweep is too long, you're going to start going out of key. It needs to be just long enough to give the pluck bass a nice sharp transient. And if it's too long, it'll start going out of key. So I got a tuner right here. You can just make sure with the tuner. We're still roughly in D sharp. This is how you can make some crazy pluck basses. And you can just start messing with different wavetables and just like do normal sound design. But the biggest tips I want to emphasize is this EQ right here that makes the bass pluck nice and big, the compression. And then biggest tip that you've probably never even heard of is this master tune trick with an LFO. That's how you do it. Okay, and you can obviously mess with it even more. So that's what I wanted to emphasize. You can start messing around with different wavetables. Like I know ICANN has kick is a good one. And then you got this length here still. See how much less punch there is without this master tune effect? Then you add the 24 semitones. Or even more. So that is how you add incredibly massive punch strictly within Serum. No post-processing. I mean, I could add post-processing now on top of this to make it even more nuts. But this is just coming straight out of Serum. So when I figured this out, I was like, okay, I am making a Serum preset bank for this. And it's out now. It's called Bass Pluckery Volume 1. It's 25 very carefully crafted Serum preset bass plucks like this. It took me a while to make because I really want to make sure they were good. But it's out now. It's on my Gumroad. It's 12 bucks. If you go to the link in the description to the Gumroad, I left a link to where I showcase the entire pack to see if you want it or not. But it's really heavy, cool sound design plucks. I'll play a couple of them right here. That's going to do it for this video. I want to make it kind of quick. Let me know if that master tune effect was the first time you ever heard it. Let me know in the comments if this helps you out. If you want, like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. I'm going to make all kinds of different tutorials like this in the future. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. Bass Pluckery Volume 1 is out now. Link in the description. All right, thanks for watching. Peace out.